Hello everyone, my name is Neil Green and I come to you today representing the Center for Teaching and Learning at Kendall College, where ePortfolios were born in the spring of 2016. So, as of today, we have about 400 users of ePortfolios, all Kendall College students, and our plan is to scale that up so every student has an opportunity to take advantage of this tool that, backed by research, we believe that will help you in a competitive job market. So, this is just a basic introduction. This site, you'll get a link to this site from your professor, and it has everything you need to know about Kendall College ePortfolios. And I want you to notice first these different sections. You will find your section. If you're a business student, you'll start there, for instance, and so on. But let's start with the table of contents. Some of you have already started creating an ePortfolio, and I'll describe why that's significant and some of the changes that we're doing to the ePortfolio program. But for those of you who have, I created this video that is short. In a few clicks, you'll be able to have all that work that you've already created. You won't have to reinvent the wheel. You can move it to the appropriate discipline. All right. So if you're a business student, and you've already started creating something in the past, you can move it to your discipline-specific ePortfolio. So, for those of you unfamiliar with ePortfolios, let me tell you this. So, what is an ePortfolio? And all of these items in this site that I created for you can be downloaded, just like I did there. But the basics of an ePortfolio is it's a showcase of the knowledge and skills you acquired at Kendall College to share with employers. So think of yourself as, coming into Kendall College, you start your program, and then you continually add to your knowledge and skill set. The ePortfolio is a way to showcase that and provide evidence of that to employers. They may not ask for an ePortfolio, but research indicates 4 out of 5 employers are willing to use or are using ePortfolios during the hiring process. So why not give you every advantage that you deserve as a Kendall College student? And that's what an ePortfolio will do for you. And there's more information a little bit on our process. But one of the newest things that we added, if those of you who have worked with ePortfolios before, let me go to the early childhood section here. It's called a course menu. So students, the whole spirit of an ePortfolio is to show your creativity, individuality, but at the same time, a lot of students that I've worked with over the past year have asked me, well, could you give us some more information or more guidance on what to include in our ePortfolio and where? And so we still want that individuality to come through, but we also want to provide you the support you need. Here is what the course menu, which is specific to your discipline, means. So let's say I picked the School of Education because more faculty are involved than the other programs as of today, but that will, I'm sure, as we grow, that will change. But a student in the School of Ed program, for instance, could look at SOE 101. They know they're taking that course. They know these 2 assignments, the Strengths Quest results in week 4 and the reflection paper in week 5, are two items, or artifacts we call them, 2 assignments that they should add to their ePortfolio. The ILO section, that is mostly for faculty members and administrators, so you don't have to think about that right now. But this is going to be of interest to you because it tells you excuse me, where you could place these items. So the Strengths Quest results could go in the values, experience, or competency section. Again, you see there's some flexibility because there's some overlap between some of the sections of our ePortfolio. But that is, those are some ideas of where you could put it. The reflection paper could go in the knowledge section. So that guidance will hopefully help you out as you progress through this experience. So let me click on this. And Codes for Students. This is a document that provides step-by-step instructions with screenshots on how to sign up and where. And the idea is soon you will see this icon right here in your syllabus, and that will indicate that it is an ePortfolio assignment, and you should add it where you should add it in your ePortfolio, meaning what section. And depending on what you're studying, education, culinary, business, hospitality, or if I've created a site for our general education students. And again, that once they go into their major, they can easily transfer that over. Or if a general education student knows that they're going to be in hospitality or business or culinary, they can just start there as well. It's up to you, as long as you get started. So that tells you how to use that code and sign in and sign up. And for those of you who have purchased anything online before, it's really, or signed up for anything online, they're really easy steps on how to do it, and this provides that for you. But for our culinary arts students, they're going to see this icon and know they're in the right spot. For our education students, they'll see this icon, and our business students will see this icon, and hospitality management students will see that icon. Our general education students will see this icon, the Kendall College logo. So back to the portfolio. So again, this site is full of a ton of information. Obviously, if you're a business student, you don't have to look at the School of Ed, what the School of Ed students are doing, and you can just focus on your own. And right now, for the culinary program, Chef Sikorsky and Professor Bosco are working with me. They're the two culinary courses that are involved. Hospitality, Nick Fanders' hospitality 409 and 109 are involved, and Professor Freck is getting involved this term, and I encourage you to talk to him about what assignment he wants you to add to your ePortfolio. And also Professor Zimmerman is involved this term with us, and several School of Education faculty members are involved as well. So we're just growing and growing. But let me show you, before I go, let me show you what this looks like. So you're going to be working in your, it's called a program portfolio, which means you're going to be working only with people in your particular program. So if you're a business student, you'll be working with other business students. And here's what we have so far. So again, we wanted this to be a creative endeavor. This is largely, designed in a way to let you shine through, but we also at the same time wanted a Kendall College feel and look to our ePortfolio. So we designed these sections based on research, based on talking to employers and what they had to say. So whenever you log into this and you go through that course menu, you'll see what you should add and where. But that doesn't mean that you can't add job materials. And this is something you're going to build throughout your time at Kendall College. By the time you're a senior, you should have a really polished showcase piece that you can share with employers to give you a leg up on the competition. So if you have a resume, you can add it. If you have a LinkedIn account, which we highly suggest you get one, you can add that. And any letters of recommendations, transcripts if you have them for seniors, references, whatever job materials that you think might give you a leg up. And you can start adding those as you go. But the sections that are going to change the most throughout your time are knowledge, competencies, and values section. Knowledge, that's where you show what you know. Let's say you read a paper, you research a famous person in your field, you write a paper about that person, or you create a presentation. That could go into your knowledge section. The competency section, okay, show what you can do. Employers want to see what you can do, and they're very interested in that when they're hiring somebody. Not just, they're interested in knowledge. They want to know what you learned, but they also want to know what you can do. Are you a good fit for their company? So a great artifact or student work that you could put in here. Maybe you have if you're a culinary student, maybe you have a video of you creating in the kitchen, creating a dish. Awesome. Or maybe you have a photo that shows a particular, maybe a presentation skill that you have. That would be something that you could put in there. Or if you're an education student, perhaps that could be a lesson plan or a video of you teaching a lesson plan. That would great artifact. And then international business students, perhaps that could be a mock board meeting or a mock debate or something from one of your courses that shows some skills that you have, communication skills, for example. And then finally, the value section. What this is we at Kendall College are committed to helping our students with these. Our students graduate and leave us with certain values. For example, high ethical standards, a growth mindset, social responsibility, a global mindset, and entrepreneurial spirit. And as we progress through our program, you're going to get that menu that I showed you, and it'll say, okay, you're taking Professor Freck's course. In week 9, you're going to do an assignment that matches up perfectly with entrepreneurial spirit. Put it in your values section. Okay, and again, that site that I shared with you earlier has everything you need to know on how to add artifacts, how to move artifacts, how to do everything that you need to know to navigate PathBreak, which is our ePortfolio provider, obviously. But maybe most importantly, I want you to reach out to me if you have questions or need help, because that has largely been the best way to get through to students. And I use Zoom, which is like Skype a lot. If you text the word Zoom to my phone number, and I'll make sure your professors pass that information along to you, we can work together to, that triggers that you want to meet and talk at that time. And if I'm available, I'll hop on Zoom right away. And usually we can take care of most issues within 5 to 10 minutes, depending on what they are. If I'm not available at that time, we'll at least reschedule and we can, make that work. So what I want you to know, this is a great thing, and I don't want it to be extra. It is a little bit of extra work. You have to upload, but you know what? You have to write your resume anyway. And this is, in my opinion, and not just my opinion, but employers are saying, is very powerful. 4 out of 5 employers say that they are using or would use an ePortfolio during the hiring process. So it just makes sense that we get on board, give you the best that we have. So I am here to support you guys. I cannot wait to see what you come up with, and good luck. Don't hesitate to reach out to me. Thanks.